do it week one, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. Oh, he shifts back. Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped in the last couple of games.
They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A gain of 3, 2nd down. You talk about this Falcon defense. They come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Here is 3rd and 5. He'll look to throw. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Grady Jarrett drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And they got across the 50 last time, but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to drop this down to Harris, middle of the field. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
One of my own teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Robinson up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Let's go now.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
60 Eagles.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. Now a man who did his collegiate punting just a couple hours from here in Clemson in South Carolina, Bradley Pinion to kick. And Marvin Mims deep for Denver. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here first and 10. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. They'll set up to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. On third down, he'll drop to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he will find his man at the end route, complete. And the Falcons are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Robinson will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on first down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Tell you what, Brandon, if I see a dime look, if I see 6 defensive backs near the goal line, I'm changing to a running play every time.
And they had 6 there. Surprised he didn't audible at the line?
Very much so. I'm going to count on my offensive line in this situation against the lighter defensive backs and try and push it across the end zone that way.
And he gets in. Touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular. If they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. Looking to throw. And his pass incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
The Broncos on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. He'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Keenan Allen, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Broncos are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Let's go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Out of the gun now on third down. That is caught. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's first and 10. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Brought down on the play by Yomu Wazirike.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Bronco 80. Ready.
2nd and 9 now. Slant route to Miller. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 42. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Come on.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Handoff to Robinson out of the shotgun. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Call it a gain of 12, but, of course, not a first down due to the previous penalty. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw here. Looking there for points, but intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Broncos are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
They'll take over at 1st and 10 at their own 40.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. They'll start by running the option to the right. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
Second and 14.
Let's go.
They'll set up a throw. And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started.
He did a fine job there not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now.
And pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded at about the 28. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
23 yards the pickup there. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer. Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, helped their spot, and stacked him up.
That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down.
Go! Ready?
They'll drop to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. I'll tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great...
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with a one-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just burrow his way back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Here's 2nd and 10. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
This time they stay on the ground, and he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they can't bring him down. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Hand off now to Robinson. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 25 yards that time. They'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there. 33 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And they'll get to him right away as he's taken down right there at the 44. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Now a 1st down carry, it's Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back. Because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, you pointed out to me a half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
So here's a 3rd and 14. Play action. They'll throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Williams is into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2. They'll look to throw. And now he's going to go down. A big sack, and they're unable to tie it. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And this will be a Falcons first down as the tackle made just shy of the 30. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
18 Cardinal.
Quick pass out to Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Third quarter of a 2-point game. A good one so far. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to the ground with Robinson. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Short throw caught by Pitts. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat, trap 60, trap 60, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
He'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. Breaks through the contact. And he's going to have a Falcons first down. And he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. Again, he'll drop to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to...
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Falcons get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
2nd and 5. His throw incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Troy Anderson. Oh, some strong running. And he takes this one back into the end zone. The Falcon defense has a touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now back to throw. He finds his target, Allen. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. A toss to the wide side. This is Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by A.J. Terrell. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
40 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's got a 1st down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. They fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
They'll try the right side with Harris. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 15 yards, 1st down, Atlanta.
Hurt. Right there, hurt.
On the give, here's Robinson.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Throw left side taken in by Miller. Touchdown Falcons! Scotty Miller.
A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Falcons are on their way to a 2-0 start.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
That is caught, and he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Mike cues. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They'll start on the ground with Harris.
Just all around a solid performance, and now they've got the 3-score lead here, Charles, in the final seconds of the fourth quarter.
Yeah, in this one, they've been in control, haven't they? They've earned this victory. No question who the better team was out there in this game. And frankly, the score could have been a lot worse than it was. Give them a lot of credit for how they played in this one.